Freeze, bitch! Give me all your money, bitch! Ooh, chow. Hey, you guys, what's up? How's it going? I hope you're all well. I have definitely seen better days. Wow. I don't like the way this lighting is because it looks like I have this like jowls. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what is that? Like, look, this side's like tight. But this side's got like a shadow that makes it look like I got jowls. I got a pimple here. Pimples are a part of life. I have this weird rash. Like, I got a cream for it. Don't worry. We're doing stuff like... I'm one of those people where, like, when I'm not in a good place, it shows. Do you know what I mean? Like, it reads on my face, babes. It's like, I can't escape it. What do you think? Is it too soon for a little bit of a ponytail facelift? A little... Okay, so like, it's no secret that I came out here to LA to become like a content creator, right? Like, I really think that the young generation of kids are in some pretty dire need of good examples. Do you know what I mean? And that's kind of why I got into this, because I just see a lot of the influences just aren't really positive influences, maybe. So I'm like, well, if I just get out there and put my stuff out there, perhaps, you know, excuse me, perhaps it will work. Oh my gosh, fierce, this looks good. Perhaps it would work, you know, or whatever. But like, I don't know. I came out here to LA. You like these smooth armpits? Babe, I killed that waxing. Sign out to my body grooming channel if you want to have beautiful pits like this. I'm sorry, it's just like, I like being like this. I like having like the beard and stuff and being very like whatever. But then when you kind of like, ooh, what? How? I didn't know that. It makes you think about what else is bare and smooth, doesn't it? Doesn't it? By the way, it is bare and smooth. But sign up to my body grooming channel if you want to, you know what it's like to, or you want to learn how to, like wax your armpits and like wax your chest and wax your nipples and like wax your snail trail. Like, you know, it's a very feminine thing and it's okay. Like, guys are allowed to be feminine now. It's like fine. But yeah, I'll link it below, the body grooming channel. Listen, I have like, boys go crazy after me, okay? They go crazy. And the reason why they go crazy is like, it's nice to get in bed with a dude and have smooth legs. They love it. They listen, they love it. Because then the next day, it's not like prickly and gross. It's still smooth. it's smooth for like weeks. And even when it grows back nice and soft and finer. So like, I don't know, every guy that I've been with they've loved it. So if you want to kind of get him addicted to your body, then sign up to the Body Grooming Channel today. I also have my workouts on my website, so if you want to have, big muscles, you can go buy my workout for $9.99. I'll also link that below. But yeah, that's just like the business stuff. I'm coming up with a supplement book. We've been writing it. It's been a lot, you guys, and I guess I'm here to talk about it. It's like, I'm not at my most productive right now because I'm not exactly at my happiest. And I understand and I'm mature enough to know that the only person that's responsible for my happiness is me. Okay, like, that isn't anybody else's responsibility. That's my responsibility, right? So I'm taking steps to be happier, which is great. It's almost weird. Like, as soon as I could admit, I was like, I'm not happy. This is not normal, babe. Like, waking up every morning upset and just like in a rage is like, it's not normal. And like I said, as soon as I could admit that to myself, it was like everything did a 180 and I stopped swimming upstream and I started swimming downstream. Do you know what I'm saying? And look, I came out here to LA to do the content creating thing, to influence, because I think that I can be a positive influence in the world as opposed to all of this other like negativity shit. Like, I'm not out here trying to give people body dysmorphia. I'm out here empowering people to get like me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to make you feel bad about yourself so that you go out and buy more bullshit and makeup and fucking ugly ass rip-off clothes that you don't need. That's not what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I empower people to be their best selves. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole point of this. That's why I got into this. So I moved out here to LA because I was like, I was really going to give it a big push. And I think it's really important to learn the difference between push advertising and pull advertising. Push advertising, think like the Kardashians, right? You see them everywhere. You see them in the magazines. You see them in the TV. You see them, like, where do you see Skims ads? On billboards. You see, that's push advertising. They pay a lot of money to get their product and they buy up ad space in magazines and in television and on billboards so that they constantly stay in your face, right? So there's a big push there. Another one that does a lot of push advertising is like McDonald's. McDonald's does a lot of push advertising. You see McDonald's everywhere. They do a lot of partnerships. They do a lot of stuff, but it's like they're constantly pushing. Coca-Cola, push advertising. Pepsi, push advertising. Like, there's a lot of advertisements, right? So they're like pushing themselves and they're placing themselves in front of your face all the time. And then there's pull advertising, right? Pull advertising is stuff like Lamborghini, Ferrari, Tesla as well is an example of pull advertising. Those three car companies, they don't pay for advertising. When have you ever seen a Lamborghini ad in a magazine? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't happen. And there's a reason why it doesn't happen. The reason why it doesn't happen is because they don't need to push. Everybody knows who Lamborghini is. Everybody knows Lamborghini's the best, or one of the best, or it's a luxury vehicle. Everybody already knows that it's very nice. They don't need you to shove it down their throats. Do you know what I'm saying? The same as Ferrari. You will never see a Ferrari commercial anywhere. You know, same as Tesla. Tesla doesn't spend a cent on commercials. They just don't. So, because why? They don't need to. You know, I think a good celebrity that I find that does a lot of really amazing pull advertising would be someone like Lana Del Rey. She has that sort of very old Hollywood glamour aesthetic, but she doesn't have to like do a huge push to get her stuff out there. So for me, like when I came out here to LA, like I know how to play the game, okay? Like I had plenty of friends who were famous, and they're friends, by the way. They're friends. I don't fuck my friends. They're my friends. But I have plenty of friends who are famous and plenty of friends who are very well connected, and a lot of friends who are influencers in that world and in that orbit. And I thought to myself, like, well, let me move to LA and then try to like work these connections or whatever, because that's how the game works. You got to get on other people's podcasts. You got to get on other people's videos. You got to like pitch yourself and like kind of get your content out there. So like, again, push. But I got out here and I was just kind of like, listen, I've got famous friends, but like, I'm not that impressed by fame. Fame to me is not impressive. I want to know about your talent. Tell me about your talent. Tell me about I'm really interested in processes. I'm really interested in methodology. You know, all of this shit, bro, like the fame game or like creativity, like I'm impressed by creativity. That to me, like I'm impressed by skill. Do you know what I mean? Like all of this shit, like everything in life can be boiled back down to a formula. What's the winning formula? That's the stuff that I find interesting. That's the stuff that I find captivating. How did you get to this point? What was the process, the methodology? Teach me the formula. Do you know what I'm saying? And once you start to realize that a lot of things are just kind of recycled from the past, but just like repackaged and brought anew, right? So there's a lot of different ways to get successful. There's a lot of roadmaps. There's not just one way to do anything. And listen, I'm not a fame whore. I'm not impressed by fame. I'm impressed by skill, creativity, process, methodology, and formulas. That's what I'm impressed by. So just coming out here and having friends that have like hundreds of thousands of followers on, you know, Instagram, or they have like, some of them have millions, you know, they like really, really respected people. But I just kind of got out here and I realized like, this is not the reason why I'm friends with these people. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not friends with these people because I can get something from them. I'm friends with these people because I'm genuinely, sincerely friends with these people. These are my friends. Do you know what I mean? So like going out, it's like not in my nature, and it'd be very disingenuous of me to go and hang out with a person and whip out my phone and be like, let's take a selfie. Don't forget to tag me. Don't forget to hashtag. Like, that's just like, that's not who I am. And that's not the reason why I'm friends with people. And I just cringe. I cringe when people are like that. I do cringe when people are like that. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm very private. I'm very unassuming. I like to stay at home. I like to invite people over. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, sure, I like to go out in public, rarely, but it's a rare sighting. Like, seeing me out and about at a restaurant or a cafe or a bar or whatever, it's like, it's a rare sighting. But yeah, this is not the reason why I'm friends with these people. And it would be very weird and strange of me to suddenly become a clout chaser. it's just not aligned with my values. That's not who I am as a person. So I'm not gonna like push myself out there. And you see it a lot. Like you see it a lot with the gays that like make Instagram and getting their followers up like their job. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, no, like you gotta have a roadmap, and there's gotta be point behind it. It can't just be completely gratuitous. There has to be a reason in order for it to make sense. I can see my camera and it's like totally annoying me, so I'm just gonna like pitch this back up, or like maybe like, oh, whatever. You guys are just gonna have to see it. But yeah, that's it. That's kind of like, I can do what I want to do from anywhere. I don't have to be here to do it. And, excuse me, I can be anywhere doing this. I don't have to be here to be doing this. And what else? God, think, man, think. I want to have a pull. I want pull advertising. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to pull you in with like sort of my shit, you know? I'm not going to push. And this is like, yeah. Everything's working towards having you be the best version of yourself and empowering you to go out there and do it. I'm not going to be the kind of guy that's like, buy my new tank top. Like I'm simple, bro. Like I'm the very simple guy, you know? And like, just, I'm not gonna live out in LA for the sake of living out in LA because I want to say that I live in LA. Like that's so pointless. Like there needs to be more of a purpose. And like, I'm like, yeah, I need to get to a place where I'm doing things that are aligned with my values and that make sense to me and for the brand that I'm trying to build, right? That's it. Long story short. And listen, I live a great life out here. I live with my best friend and his like fun wife, and I live across the street from a grocery store. You know, you guys know how important water is to me. I can get the freshest water for 40 cents a gallon. I have the LA River 10 minutes walk from the house. I've got some of the most amazing bars and nightlife in all of Los Angeles right at my fingertips. Like, to get to Hollywood is a 20-minute drive without traffic, 30 minutes with traffic. You know, like I'm very local and everything here is really easy. And I'm sitting and I'm like, okay, that's great. I have everything that I could ever possibly want. So why am I not happy? Why am I not happy? You know? And I think I realized because none of this is earned. I haven't earned this yet. This is not, like, this is inauthentic for me. This is not sincere. This is lacking in sincerity. I've not earned this. I think what would be more aligned with where I'm at in my life right now is if I had like a cheap studio in downtown that was just like a 1 bedroom where it was literally just me, and I could like, I had like the fire lit under my ass to make something out of myself. Do you know what I'm saying? Because like I don't want to be living downtown and surrounded by skid row. You know, like I want to get up and I want to get out. And like even when I was living in Bed-Stuy, you know, Bed-Stuy's a rough neighborhood. Especially where I was on Nostrand and Fulton. Fulton and Nostrand, okay? That was my street corner. So it is rough, but I felt a sense of like fulfillment being there. This thing's gonna annoy me. I felt a sense of like fulfillment being there because I felt like it was like really aligned with where I was. And I was doing a lot too. I was building my swim company. I had clients. I was doing swim clinics all up and down the East Coast. What else? I had the college team that I was coaching. Like, there was a sense of purpose. I was like, you know, I was building and I was acquiring skills, and they felt like there was growth. As soon as I moved here to LA, I was like, I feel stagnant, bro. And I can't even really too much tell you why. But it didn't take me very long to figure it out. But waking up constantly frustrated and angry and upset, I was like, this is not me. Like, I'm not this person. This is not a natural state of being for me. Do you understand? This is not normal. So I'm glad that I could pinpoint it, and I'm glad, like, I have I'm very in touch with my emotions, you know? So that's it. And I think I've kind of like sat and unpacked a little bit of the reasons why I've been in a little bit of a funk, but I'm going to take the appropriate steps to remedy it, you know? I'm going to take the appropriate steps to get in a happier place. And when I'm in a happier place, it's going to be easier to create. You know, because right now, like sitting and writing, like I've been writing, like these things should not be taking me as long as they've been taking, but like, and it's not even that I have writer's block, it's just that like, it's really, like, things are 10 times harder and more difficult to do when you're not in a good place, you know? So that's it, you know? Like I said, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I'm gonna keep it 100% honest. The good, the bad, the ugly, everything, you know? And I kind of liken it to this, you know? If you've trained, imagine like training for the Olympics for 1 year and then winning a gold medal. Like, that's amazing, that's phenomenal, congratulations. But I would vouch to say that it would probably be less meaningful than if you were a person who worked 10 years and then maybe got, you know, a bronze medal. Or maybe not even a bronze medal, maybe you became fourth. Maybe you just finaled. Do you know what I'm saying? But like, so often in life, we see the glory and we see the glorious moments and we see people achieving and accomplishing amazing things, but very rarely, I mean, incredibly rarely, do we see how much hard work goes into accomplishing and achieving that moment. It's like a lot of work goes into achieving that moment. And if it doesn't take a lot of hard work to get to something, it's probably not worth it. You know? It's probably not worth it. So I'm like, yeah. That's just kind of where I'm at right now. That's where I'm at mentally. I'm taking steps to obviously progress and not fight the stagnation, but just kind of change some things here and there a little bit to just get myself into a happier place. And then the creativity is going to flow much more easily. But it's not flowing right now, and I know why, and I know what I got to do to get it to that good place. So I'm going to work on getting there. I pulled this black egg card in the tarot, and I think it's like, it was really appropriate. And I think I saved reading it until I had an opportunity to sit down, right? Black egg, speaking from an authentic voice, the truth. The black egg contains one of life's essential treasures, the truth. Inside of it resides no confusion, excuses, small talk, noise, or lies, not even white ones. This living and breathing vessel harbors only that which rings true. When this essence is in balance, we speak slowly and clearly. We are drawn to activities like writing, reading, teaching, singing, or perhaps public speaking. Sounds draw us in, books draw us in, the concept of truth itself draws us in. We start asking questions like, what do I know to be true about myself? And what is true about the world? When the energy of the black egg is not yet accessed, we speak from an unsure place. We say things others want to hear, gossip, or repeat stories to justify our subpar behavior. We might even try to convince ourselves that we have no inner truth at all. The energy of the black egg hovers and waits for us to reconnect. It is available at every moment, in every situation. It's the epicenter of truth, the birthplace of our voice. Wow. What? The tarots don't lie, babe. The black egg in the 5th chakra. The subtle essence of this card resides at the base of the throat, at the Visuddha chakra. The ancient sages saw this center as the hut that governs our speech and expression. Visuddha translate as especially pure. I've got my little purity crystal here. The balance of this center is important for all of us, but is especially essential for writers, editors, musicians, and teachers. Well, there you have it, babe. The tarots don't lie. And that goes right back to everything that I've talked about in this video. Like, it's been a struggle, you know, it's been a struggle because I'm not living authentically. I'm not living in my truth. And like, listen, some people are fine living. It's not even like, I don't mind. Like, I think I could live with ambiguity because I live a very ambiguous life, but I can't live a lie and I can't live an inauthentic existence. You know, you don't owe it to anyone to be whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. This is just me. I'm speaking on behalf of me, right? I can't speak on anybody else. I can't speak for anybody else. I'm gonna speak for me. But yeah. I hope that when I'm in a better place, I'm going, like, it's all going to just flow a little bit freer. It's going to take work because it always does. But right now, the work that I'm doing, I really feel like I'm hitting my head against a brick wall, mama. I'm like, ah! Listen, I might be in a bit of a slump, but I still got magic behind my eyes, you know? I'm not dead in the eyes. I still got a little bit of magic. There's a little magic up in here. There's a little sparkle. But yeah, thanks for listening to me rant and rave about this. I've done this video 3 times. The first time wasn't great. The second time was excellent, but I've run into technical difficulties. But this is the one. This is the vidya. This is the vidya, babes. This is the one that's getting uploaded tonight. And thank you, God, for giving us an overcast lighting so that I can look cute. Because Lord knows, like, if you was to see me, like, really, like, I'm just not in my best right now. But that's okay. We know what we need to do. Brighter days ahead. Yeah! I have brighter days ahead of me. The saint and babe. Yeah! My neighbor's looking at me like I'm crazy. Bitch, I am crazy. I'm a weirdo. I'm a weirdo. Oh, it's inside out. But I like myself. I like myself being a bit weird. I like, you know, yeah. I think it's a lethal combination to be like handsome, smart, and a bit of a weirdo. You know what I mean? Like, if you can be like, that's like try this, the trifecta. That's how you're gonna leave an impression. Because like, if you're good looking, but you're not that smart, it's like, oh God, I can't do anything with you. But if you're like good looking, smart, but then you don't really have much of an edge, it's like, ugh, we still can't find things to do with you. But if you're like good looking, smart, and like a weirdo, like you have some kind of edge about you, oh, game over. Game over, babes. This is not made for a mouth this big. Y'all know I got a big mouth. I'm not a gossip though. And I'm not a starfcker. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, babe, if I wanted to be a celebrity slut, I would have been one long ago. I'm not impressed by fame, babe. I'm impressed by talent, so sparkle me with your talent. Sparkle me with your talent, boo. All right. Love y'all. Peace and blessings to you. Have a lovely week. I'll talk to you probably. I'm going to try and maybe update twice this week. I'll try and update twice. Excuse the nails. I need to cut them. I got this blister on this finger. Shut up. I'm going to go. Bye.